students, today we are studying about the colligative properties of non-electrolyte solutions. Now first we see what is meant by colligative properties. The physical properties of solutions that depends on the number of solute particles in solutions and not on their nature are called as colligative properties. It means that the physical properties that depends on the number of solute particles in solutions and not on their nature. These type of colligative properties are called as colligative properties. Now there are four types of colligative properties, in which first is vapor pressure lowering, boiling point elevation, freezing point depression, and osmotic pressure. So these are four types of colligative properties. While dealing with the colligative properties of non-electrolyte solutions, relatively dilute solution with concentration of 0.2 molar or less are considered. Now the first colligative property is vapor pressure lowering. Now in this case, when a liquid is in a closed container is in equilibrium with its vapors, the pressure exerted by the vapors on the liquid is its vapor pressure. Means if we have taken a liquid in a closed container, then the liquid is in equilibrium with its vapors. The pressure exerted by the vapors on the liquid is its vapor pressure. Now vapor pressure lowering, in which when a liquid in a closed container is in equilibrium with its vapor, the pressure exerted by the vapor on the liquid is its vapor pressure. Now experiments have shown that when a non-volatile or non-ionizable solid is dissolved in a liquid solvent, the vapor pressure of the solution is lower than that of the pure solvents. In other words, we can say that the vapor pressure of solvent is lower than that of the pure solvent by dissolving a non-volatile solute in it. Okay. Now, when the solute is non-volatile, it does not contribute the vapor pressure above the solution. Therefore, the vapor pressure of solution is equal to the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution. Okay. Now, here second is, if P01 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent and P1 is the vapor pressure of solvent, then above the solution, then P1 is less than P01. Means pure solvent have more vapor pressure than that of the vapor pressure of the solution. Okay. P01 is the vapor pressure of pure solvent is more than that of the P1, which is the vapor pressure of solvent above the solution. Now the vapor pressure lowering is del P, means the difference between the vapor pressures is P01 minus P1. Call it as a equation number 1. Now the question arises that why the vapor pressure of solution containing non-volatile solute is lower than that of the pure solvent. This is because the vapor pressure of liquid depends on the ease with which the molecules escape from the surface of liquid. And when non-volatile solute is dissolved in a solvent, some of the surface molecules are replaced by non-volatile solute molecules. These solute molecules do not contribute the vapor above the solution. Thus, the number of solvent molecule available for the vaporization per unit surface area of solution is less than that of the number at the surface of pure solvent molecules. Now, the next point is Raoult's law for solutions of non-volatile solute. As we see earlier, the Raoult's law expressed the quantitative relationship between the vapor pressure of solution and the vapor pressure of solvent. Now, in solution of non-volatile solutes, the law is applicable only to the volatile solvent. The law states that the vapor pressure of solvent over the solution is equal to the vapor pressure of pure solvent multiplied by its mole fraction in the solution. It means P1 is equal to P01 plus X1. Now, if we plot a graph of P1 versus X1, it is a straight line as shown in the figure. So, this is the figure shown on x-axis, mole fraction of solvent. Here the initial value of x is 0, x is equal to 1 here, and on y-axis vapor pressure of solvent. Now, if we plot a graph of P1 versus X1, then we get a straight line passing through origin. Okay. Now, for a binary solutions containing one solute, X1 is equal to 1 minus X2. Therefore, it follows P1 equal to P01 X1. Now, putting the value of X1, P01, 1 minus X2. By solving the bracket, P01 into 1, P01 minus P01 X2. Or we can say P01 minus P1 equal to P01 X2. Here, this P01 minus P1 is equal to P01 X2. The equation 1 shows that P01 minus P1 is equal to del P, means the difference between the two vapor pressures, that is the vapor pressure of pure solvent and vapor pressure of non-volatile solvent. Okay. Now, the equation 1 defines P01 minus P1 as del P depends on X2, that is on the number of solute particles. So, here del P is equal to P01 X2, equation number 2. Now, lowering the vapor pressure is a colligative property. It means the colligative property is that physical property which depends on the number of solute particles and not on the nature. Okay. Now, next point is relative lowering of vapor pressure. It is nothing but the ratio of vapor pressure of lowering the solvent divided by the vapor pressure of pure solvent. It's called as relative lowering of vapor pressure. Now, relative vapor pressure lowering is equal to del P upon P01. Now, del P is written as P01 minus P1 upon P01. Call it as equation number 3. Now, the equation 2 shows that del P upon P01 is equal to X2, and which is again equal to P01 minus P1 upon P01. Equation number 4. Thus, the relative lowering of vapor pressure is equal to the mole fraction of the solute in the solution, and therefore relative vapor pressure lowering is a colligative property.